The movie we are going to discuss today has many childhood memories. Ghostbusters is a popular movie series. It has many comic and cartoon versions. There are a total of 5 movies in this series. Today we are going to explain Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, 2024. The IMDB rating of the movie is 6.1 out of 10. The movie had a budget of $100 million, and it grossed almost $202 million worldwide. Ghostbusters is an adventure comedy fantasy sci-fi category movie. Stay tuned by subscribing to the channel to learn about the stories of other movies in this series. Without delay, let's start today's movie explanation, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. The movie begins in New York, 1904, with a bunch of adventurers running into a hotel room and noticing a bunch of frozen people in the hotel room before one of the adventurers spots an orb, which opens and closes and plays back a recording of the scene. In the present day, the Spenglers track down an ice dragon and capture it using a drone. Gary then accidentally drives the car into a pile of bicycles. Walter Peck, now the mayor, benches Phoebe from the Ghostbusters until she turns 18 and blames the others for the city's damage. Gary stores the captured ghost in the compartment. To cope with her disappointment, Phoebe goes out to play chess with a young ghost named Melody, who died in a fire with her family. Phoebe and Melody become friends. Meanwhile, Trevor sees slime on his bedroom ceiling and goes up to the attic to catch the ghost. Instead, he finds a pile of sweet wrappers before Slimer reveals itself and covers him in slime. Ray and Podcast ask local people to donate haunted items for inspection, and a man named Nadim sells Ray the orb for $50. Phoebe and Podcast go to the basement of Ray's shop, where a group of mini puffs are moving around. The Podcast hits one with a hammer. When Ray tests the PKE meter, the orb releases a lot of ice and frees the ghosts from the compartment at the firehouse, sending them into the atmosphere. Winston and some other investigators examine the compartment and take it to a private lab, where Trevor makes up with his girlfriend. Winston places the orb with other items for further inspection. Phoebe finds other ghosts being held for research, and the group is shown a machine that safely disposes of the ghosts. Phoebe, Ray, and Podcast visit the local library, where Nadim is tested and confirmed to be the fireguard. They learn that the orb is possessed by a horned king seeking revenge on humans for dismantling his body. When the orb is tested, it agitates the other captive ghosts. Just outside the library, Phoebe and the gang destroy a lion statue that is now possessed, but they end up getting arrested. The mayor arrests Phoebe, but she is later released, and the Spellers spend one last night at the firehouse. Gary and Phoebe's mother fire her from the Ghostbusters. Later, Gary goes to talk to Phoebe, but she has gone to hang out with Melody. Phoebe comes up with the idea to turn herself into a ghost for 2 minutes. When she does, Melody captures her, hoping to see her family again, and hands her over to the orb, releasing the ghostly king. Phoebe returns to her normal self. Gary comes to see Phoebe and tells her she is not in trouble, but rather they are worried about her. The Spellers return to the firehouse, where the other Ghostbusters and Nadim are. Nadim practices his power while the rest of the gang keeps an eye out for the demon ghost. The Ghost King arrives, covering the entire city in ice, and heads to the firehouse. The group gets ready to fight, and Nadim reveals himself as the fireguard, but he has used up all the fluid in training. The Ghost King freezes everyone except Phoebe, who tries to capture the king with her weapon, but the ghost is too strong and freezes her. All seems lost until Melody arrives, lights her signature match, and passes it to Nadim. He uses it to control the flame and burn the demon to a crisp. Everyone is freed from the ice, and all the specters working for the king are released into the atmosphere. Despite the group's great job, the mayor still refuses to congratulate the Ghostbusters, but the public pressures him to change his mind. The ice dragon and Slimer are released, and Trevor drives the car with his family, chasing after the ghosts. I hope you enjoy today's explanation. If you liked it, please like and comment. And if you're new to our channel, remember to subscribe and click the bell button. See you next time.